Come.
For our next POI on our POI tier list, we have Coleman's Drive-In. I am still a little sick. No longer COVID positive, which is good, but I still have a cough. So if I cough a lot during this video, that is why. This is a tier 4 POI. It's a fairly old tier 4. It's been in the game for quite some time. It's also one of the more... Okay. It's one of the more famous tier 4s. The reason why it's so popular is because it has this open area right here, which we'll show off later in the video, but it's just such a nice area to build horde bases. And so it's been used quite a few times in quite a range of videos. If you've played this game long enough, you've probably cleared this out at least once or twice. It's one of the best POIs in the game, in my opinion. But as we go through, you start off in the bathroom area. It is kind of nice how it's like a fairly open place, so you can kind of just like travel however you'd like. Poppin' pills. Wow. A sealed poppin' pills crate. Keep moving. Get your average, you know, hazmat suit, etc. A lot of these zombies are gonna be pretty basic. I mean, the lights are already green, but I appreciate it. Anyways, how this building is supposed to be cleared out, I don't know why it's not working, is you're supposed to be able to press this button, and turn on the power, but I guess, for some reason, it's not letting me press the button, so give me one moment. That didn't do anything, did it? Okay, well. Shut up. Alright, well, I'm not going to spend the next 10 minutes doing this shit. I don't know why it didn't let me do anything. Once you press that button, these garage doors open. And you can continue exploring. This is the big center area. See? All these zombies over here. These are supposed to open up. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it did that. Okay, they're all at this door now. Came over to open the other door, and then they all came to this door for some reason. Whatever. Come on, door. Come on, door. Okay. As I was saying, once you come out of that, of course, cool. Once you come out of the underground area, you press that button that I broke. Essentially what happens is all of these gates open up, and like that'll open up later. You open this up, you come through here, you clear out all the zombies in here. You then come over here. There's then a downstairs over here. This is supposed to be open, but of course, for some reason everything doesn't work. Didn't reload. What a wonderful POI rating. I don't know why it's not working. Whatever. Fun pimps, am I right? Anyways, come over here. You come over to the second button. Guess what? That button doesn't fucking work either. You then go up here. There's a little food pile there. You come up here. This then opens up. You just come over here. Then you're supposed to come over here next. Basically what happens, you press that button. It triggers a bunch of doors like this one. Because the zombies are getting triggered. It's just not the buttons. The buttons don't work for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I should start doing these as like quests. That'll probably help next time. I'm sorry. Anyways. Come on. Break the door, please. Come on. Thank you. Anyways, you come into here. You're then supposed to come over here. Leave me alone. You come to this area. This is an area with a lot of water as well as a med cabinet. I think that med cabinet always works. Also a coffee maker, stuff like that. Come into here. A few more resources, nothing too crazy. Office over here. There's a gun safe here, so if you're looking for a little extra loot, you can break that. Come up the spiral staircase here. Comes up to like where all the electrical parts are and the camera is supposed to be for like the drive-in movie theater. Open this up, another med cabinet. This button works. Okay, don't know why the other ones don't. It then opens up this, which lets you drop down here into the main area where all the main zombies are at. Once you get in here, that door should be open now in the truck. It's not. Very cool. Okay. Well, I'm not spending 10 minutes breaking this, so let me just do this. Come in here. There's another crate right there. Supposed to be zombies in here as well. But I guess even pressing the button, it didn't work. Whatever. I don't fucking care anymore. The end loot's right here. You have your end loot chest with a few crates. There's a crate in there. There's a crate in that area. You also got vending machines with an ATM. So lots of money in there. And that's really about it. You have this little side area, I guess, if you need, like, you know, soda fountain, things like that. But nothing too crazy. Besides that, that's the whole POI. I don't know what they did in the update to break it. Because for some reason, this is a consistent issue where you can't press buttons if you're not doing it on the quest. And it just breaks shit. I don't know why. I don't care right now. I am sick. Anyways. Overall, what would I rate Coleman's Drive-In? Well, from like a resource perspective, I'm gonna give it like a solid like B. There's a few cars which are really nice. That's mainly all there is. The rest of it's like paper and a couple pallets, nothing crazy. Loot wise, we'll give it a solid A. You have like an ATM over here with the main end loot, of course. That's really easy to hit. Because this does, you can just break in here if you really want to and get to the end loot right here. So it's really quick. It also has a couple extra crates, a gun safe, you know, ATM. So general good stuff loot wise. So definitely a solid A tier. Horde based potential is S tier. And the reason why it's S tier is because horde bases, the best thing about turning POIs into horde bases is that you get the loot bonus on every loot bag that a zombie drops in this POI. And so if you actually build your horde base here, you get tier 4 loot bonuses for every loot bag that drops. So with all this open space, you literally can just build a horde base here. It's flat land. There's no underground, which means that every single block is connected to bedrock, which means that every single block that you build on this land is going to be a stable one. It's going to be a stability block and it allows you to build pretty cool stuff. And because of that, you get a tier 4 horde base that's extremely stable, that's really easy to build here. So if you're someone who already builds their own horde base anyways, why not build it in a place that's a tier 4, you know, end loot and a tier 4 POI that allows you to get all the loot bonuses? It just makes the most sense. So horde base potential is definitely S tier. I mean, you do have to build it though. So if you're not a fan of building, that's probably the big caveat. I wouldn't do it here. But if you want to build your own horde base, this is the place to do it. It's tier 4. There's no underground like area 57 or area 7, sorry. So there's no like worrying about stability, things like that. So overall, for horde based potential, definitely S tier. And creativity, I do like it a lot. We're gonna give it an A tier and not S, just because the shit isn't working. Like the buttons don't work for some reason. I don't know why. It might be me, maybe it's just I'm an idiot, but like normally how you do it is you walk in, you just go through this bathroom like we did, you come over here, you press the button in there. When you press the button in here, it opens these gates as well as those gates. Zombies start flooding out. You fight them in the open area. You then come over here, go underground, press the button down there. Then all the gates open up here. And then the door in there opens up, which then floods zombies out here that you fight out here. You then go around, press the button up there, which opened the door. But then what's supposed to happen is once you press the button and open all this, this is supposed to open and be full of zombies, and then you have a third and final fight full of zombies. I don't know why it didn't work. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with it. But definitely a solid A tier for creativity. It's just unfortunate that they can't get their game to work for some reason. Or I can't, at least. But overall, Coleman's Drive-In is a definite S tier. It's one of the best tier 4s in the game, and it's one of the oldest, like, good ones. Like, it's been in the game for quite some time, and it's really good and really creative. I like it a lot overall, especially when it actually works. So if you're doing it as a quest, it works, at least, so that should be a bonus. So overall, Coleman's Drive-In is an S tier. For the next POI on our POI tier list, we have Fiery Farms, tier 3 POI. It is fairly old. I don't know how old it is, but it's been in the game for a while now. I like it and I don't like it. I've had a lot of bad times in this POI. It's a massive cornfield like this. When you come over here, there'll be several zombies and an explosion, which this guy annoyed me. That right here. And it spawns a bunch of fiery zombies as well as a range of like cops and a bunch of other soldiers, etc. A bunch of zombies spawn when that explosion goes off. So when you hear that explosion, get ready to fight because there will be several. Especially for a tier 3, it is quite a few. It's a very now we're in the desert, I forgot. Hold on. Stop. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. There's zombies coming from the outside. Stop. Thank you. Anyways. But yeah. When you get in here, tons of zombies are gonna spawn. Especially once that explosion goes off, like all the zombies start spawning. And it's very annoying. Alright. Now that we're done with that, once you clear out this area, like the massive horde that comes chase you, there's only a few other spots you have to clear out, at least. So that's good. There's a few zombies over here, of course. Not too many. I think there's a dog in one of these. You got a book pile there if you're looking for books. I think there's a dog in one of these as well. Food. Might be this one right here. Yep, here it is. Dog right there, so just get ready for the run out. Potential, crate there, and then you have your duffel bag. You have one more here. I don't know if there's zombies. No. But there is a sports bag in there as well as more books if you need them. That's it for that area. There is a chicken coop area. I don't think there are chickens, though. I don't know why. Oh, hi. There's pigs, though. I don't know why they put a chicken coop but no chickens. But, they said they're adding chicken coop. Oh, there's the chickens. They just escaped. They are adding chicken coops to the game, though. So if you're looking for that, little duffel bag there as well. So, get ready for that, I guess. Maybe you can come here for, like, eggs or something to build your chicken coop. Anyways, you come up this, like, silo ladder here. And you're just basically supposed to jump into the roof of this barn. And that starts all the last of the zombies. And remember, this is the end loot. So there can be some, like, cops, things like that. Just be a little careful. Make sure you're not shooting the loot, because, especially with the new update, a lot of the bullets just break shit. Here's the end loot. You have 3 crates. 1 crate is right here. I think this one is almost always Shamway Foods. I don't know why. I'm assuming it's because it's a farm, but I'm pretty sure this crate is almost always the same. You have your end loot right here with, you know, your general piles that you normally get. That's really about it. This POI is very much like, there's a lot of zombies, but you fight them all at once, and then you fight like 4 more, and then you're done. So, I strongly recommend if you're going to do this, make sure you have a weapon that has a lot of bullets. Like, if you're doing tier 3s, like an AK, maybe with a drum mag or an extended mag at least. Something that allows you to hold left click, because you're going to fight a lot of zombies all at once. But once you kill them, it's pretty much done. You're pretty much done with the whole POI at that point. So that's at least good. Overall, what would I rate this one? This one's kind of interesting because it's not very good, for something like it's only good for one thing, that's plant fibers, because you have all this dead corn, you have all of this all these hay bales everywhere, especially all the hay bales up here and then some down here. Like, you basically can only get plant fibers from this, and maybe like some mechanical parts from like the cars if you really want to break those down. But that's really about it. There's not a whole lot of loot. There's not a whole lot of there's not a whole lot of resources outside of plant fibers. And it's just an open field where you kill like 30 zombies and then get the end loot. So resource-wise, it's got to be like D tier at best. It's F tier. I'm sorry, it's F tier. There is one car and then plant fibers. So if you need plant fibers to make cloth, I guess. But like, I don't know. I don't think this is the way to go to get cloth. Loot-wise, I'll give it like a D tier. I mean, besides the one cow and one pig and one chicken that I saw, and then like the little bit of loot over here, there's nothing here. I guess there's that. I guess there's like the 5 duffel bags that you can find, but that's not worth your time. Let's be honest. So it's definitely D tier for resource or loot. Creativity, I do like it. I do like the explosion. I think this was one of the first POIs, and I could be wrong, that actually had like environmental explosions like this. I could be wrong, but I think this is one of the first ones. So I will give it like a solid B for creativity. I do like the creativity and like the fact that you just fight like a horde of zombies with explosions in the background. I think that's cool. I just don't think it's good for resources or loot. If you want XP, sure, come here. Like, you can just run through there, kill the zombies, and leave. You don't even need to get the end loot. It's a good XP, I guess. Horde-based potential, F tier. The fence is useless, pretty much. They'll break through in a second. The barn is all made of wood, which means the stability is going to be shit unless you reinforce all of it to concrete. Like, you could just take over any other place and make that your horde base instead. So, horde-based potential is F tier. Overall, what would I rate Fiery Farms? When it comes to like concept, I really like it. As a POI though, like as an actual, like if I see this, do I want to rate it? No. I like the explosion and I like the creativity. That is the only good thing about it. No good resources, no really good loot, and it's just not a horde base potential. Like, there are better farms that you can use as like because on Horde Night early game, if you're in a weak spot or like you don't have time to build a fighting position, you can like hold up on a roof, right, and let them break everything below you. There are better barns than this one to hold up in. Like, this one's not even that good because the amount of zombies in here with Horde Night, they're just gonna break through. Like, there's so many better buildings. Like, Rex building is better for it. There's a lot more stability there. Like, this building right here has a lot more stability. JD's shipping has a lot more stability, and I'm pretty sure this is a remnant POI as well. So, like, there's just so many better places that you can go if you need a place to hold up for Horde Night. So, overall, I think I have to give Fiery Farms F tier, which is kind of sad, because I've had a lot of interesting moments at this POI. Unless I get it for a quest, there's literally zero reason for me to raid this building. It's just, there's just nothing. It's just nothingness. There's not even like health. Oh, there's a couple healthy corn, I guess, but even that, it's not even that much healthy corn. There's one right there. So you have a total of 1 corn, maybe like 2 or 3 total if you actually spend the time looking through all this that you can use. But I only see 1 on my screen. So there's 1 corn that you can use for farming. So it's just like, it's not good. Fiery Farms is an F tier.